What is going on, guys? It's 21Max here and welcome to episode 50, the magical 50 has happened, of the TEW series for TNA. I was going to do a massive spectacular episode here with lots of great matches, but my pay-per-views next, so we're saving all the big matches and the massive roundup to episode 51, and I promise you now that is going to be a stormer. So episode 50 is just a normal 16 segment show, a go home show before we get to Hardcore Justice. Just carrying every storyline over to the pay-per-view, getting every match sorted. And this week's show is going to be in the Southwest region. It is going to be in Bakersfield, California, in the Rabobank Arena. So we're expecting probably, I think it's about 8,000 people there, maybe just under that. As I say, hopefully have a good show. And here we go, let's see how we do. So we start off, I'm going to go into the pyro again. And we've managed to draw a crowd of 8,230. I'm delighted with that. Basically it goes boom, 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 boom. Pyro's gone everywhere. The crowd is feeling all electrified. The show starts with an impressive opening of pyro before the lights are raised and several sections of an excited crowd are shown waving signs. The focus then switches to the announce table where Jim Ross and Mike Tenay introduce and hype tonight's show and the main event match between the monster Jacob Goodnight and the straight edge superstar CM Punk, and that gets a 74 B-, solid start to the show. We kick on. Kenny King comes out to the podium and lets be known to everyone that he truly intends to dominate this area. War has been declared and I'm just a person to do it. It's a 53 C-. Basically the reason for this angle is Kenny King's like, well, who's my challenger? The plan is, for Hardcore Justice, he will have a mystery opponent, so stay tuned for that, where he will defend his X Division Championship. Next up, Matt Striker has been interviewed backstage. Has been interviewed backstage by David Richards. That should be the other way about. It should be David Richards being interviewed by Matt Striker and getting challenged by Eddie Edwards. So that's basically setting up the wolves to the big match, the pay-per-view. Hopefully not a good match because our mic skills are absolutely woeful. Like it's a 56 C-, but it's a good advances the storyline. It's just all low momentum and poor gimmick on Striker and Richards. Next up, the match had some good action and average heat. Mickie James defeats Melissa in 8:48 by pinfall with a Mickey T. The knockout storyline progresses. It gets a 66 C+. That's good for a knockouts match. And the negatives just holding back. But what I plan to do is we're going to go with a fatal 4-way: Mickie James, Melissa, Amazing Kong and Beth at the pay-per-view. So I thought, let's give everybody a bit of momentum, everybody's trading wins, so you're going to this pay-per-view, you're like, who's going to win? You don't know, so it's building up a bit of credibility. Next up, Team 3D are backstage. They get ambushed by the Long Island Loudmouths with a sneak attack that leaves them laid out. Only a 47D. I don't know if that's believable, obviously because they're lesser and smaller guys in Team 3D, but it progresses the storyline and they'll have their match at the pay-per-view. And about that featured great action and average heat. Adam Cole defeats Rhett Titus in 10:59 by using underhanded tactics, 76 B-. That's good. I needed really somebody for Adam Cole to face. Titus would have gave him a good match. Shame it was being done to a cold crowd, but decent match, I'm happy with that. Cryptic messages flash on the screen saying that someone is coming. This guy's coming back to save us from something. It's been hyped up for weeks. Who is this guy? He gets an 81B, so it's interesting to see who it is. And that man is AJ Styles. AJ Styles makes a surprise return by attacking Adam Cole. The crowd go wild, chanting AJ Styles' name. Adam Cole manages to escape just an 85B+. It's set up Central Division Championship at the Hardcore Justice pay-per-view. AJ Styles, Adam Cole. It's happening here in TNA Wrestling, so I'm absolutely delighted with that segment. Next up, Jacob Goodnight and Colby Carino are in the ring arguing. Goodnight finally has enough and attacks him, eventually driving him through the table to make a point. The segment ends with Goodnight standing above the fallen Colby Carino, basically how we're writing Colby off before we repackage him and bring him back in a completely different gimmick, where we'll end up bringing him in to be the next big star. 54 C- is really because it's a main eventer against an opener. Kurt Angle helps Colby Carino during this segment. Colby looked pretty poor, but Jacob Goodnight was the real star. I'm happy with that. That does the job. Kurt Angle then books a match for the pay-per-view Hardcore Justice between Bobby Lashley and Jacob Goodnight. So that's a 76 B-. I haven't pre-booked it yet, but I always write my matches down in the notepad so I know my card and I can end up placing it how I want, so worry about that then. In a match that had some good action and average heat, Austin Aries won a Battle Royal in 12:30. The other members of the Final Four were Tommaso Ciampa, Eddie Kingston and James Storm, with Tommaso Ciampa being the final elimination. Ciampa got the most eliminations, 67 C+. Magnus could use something to freshen up his character. Okay, basically, the reason for this, we've got Joe and Hero going for the title. They don't seem to click, so I thought, right, I'm announcing a Battle Royal, 10 guys, the winner gets in that main event match to make it triple threat. So obviously I was going to put Aries over. I had nothing for him, so I thought, I'll put you in the title match, why not? So I gave him, Daniels, Doug Williams, Eddie Kingston, EC3, James Storm, Magnus, Manic, Morrison and Tommaso Ciampa. All something to do. So I'm happy with that. 67 C+ for a Battle Royal is decent. The cameras return to the ring where an interview with Bobby Roode evolves into discussion over the effectiveness of a particular hold. Bobby Roode then puts on a short demonstration, speaking Match Striker through the application and the pressure points involved. Well, that shouldn't be right. It's basically telling me that he's put this on CM Punk when it really should be the text has Bobby Roode doing this move on Match Striker, and obviously CM Punk would save it, so that's probably why the rating's so low. God damn UWR, sometimes it just changes with the angles of the text around. So instead of CM Punk thrashing away in pain, it should be Match Striker thrashes away in pain, and it's a nervous CM Punk to try and release it, even though I don't know why he would scream, and I don't know why he'd try and break it up, but basically it was just a segment here that we tried to build where Match Striker's getting beat up because he was obviously the interview, and he's getting beat up by Bobby Roode and CM Punk makes the save, but well, 68 C+, and it advances the storyline, and it gives Match Striker better performance skills. But I'm still happy. We'll just know to use that angle again, I think. And then after, obviously, CM Punk was meant to break up the Bobby Roode thing, Bobby Roode then attacks. Gets attacked by CM Punk and gets an 87 B+. So the 3 segments is basically Roode being an asshole, basically, putting the pressure on Match Striker. Punk's like, what you doing? And then Punk attacks him to save Match Striker. So that's an 87 B+. And the match is a good action and average heat. Samoa Joe and the Hardys defeated Chris Hero and the Model Citizens in 9:34 when Samoa Joe defeated Drew Galloway. Basically, it's going to be the tag match between the Hardys and the Model Citizens. It's going to be Samoa Joe, Chris Hero. I thought let's put him in a 6-man. Only a 68 C+ though. I'm assuming that would have been negative because of the lack of time in the match. Yet penalised for length. But good to see the likes of Joe improving technical and performance, and Hero and Jeffro improving performance as well. And then your main event match and about that had great heat and great wrestling action. CM Punk drew with Jacob Goodnight in 17:29 following a double disqualification. During the match we also saw Bobby Roode attack CM Punk and Bobby Lashley return to attack Jacob Goodnight in 82B. Pretty solid there. Jacob Goodnight was visibly tired towards the end of the match, understandable since he's 48. CM Punk and Jacob Goodnight have good chemistry, so that could be a future feud down the line. The Roode to be Punk storyline has advanced, so that's good, and Punk's improving his performance skills. And we finish off the show with an A segment, yes! Diamond Dallas Page is with CM Punk. He says, CM Punk, because of your actions, you're going to be punished. And at Hardcore Justice, you ain't going to be facing Bobby Roode. You're not going to face Bobby Roode and Tommaso Ciampa in a handicap match. So DDP's back and bang, an 89 segment. Outstanding Diamond Dallas Page. I'm really delighted with that. Now, I'll write that in my wee document, and that gave us an 82B rated show. And the show increased our popularity in 17 regions. So, apart from the wee muck up with the CM Punk saving Match Striker because of the text, that angle, that sets a pretty damn successful show. A good bit of momentum getting to Hardcore Justice, and hopefully the pay-per-view pays off as well. We'll just quickly see which rating we get on Spike TV, preferably something quite high. There we go. Let's have a look and see what it says here. The feedback from the viewers has been excellent. It seems they really struck gold with this show, so that's good. ROH are going to try and sign people, so no doubt try to poach some wrestlers again. Apart from that, let's have a wee look then. Harry Smith is snackered again. A cow thing to help you there, buddy, and we drew a 5.80. Sorry, the same as our last rating, so that's really good. Momentum's back up to a 77, and size-wise, we're getting closer. We're getting a lot near that 60 branch. We just really need to get northwest and the midwest over. Southwest is up to 62 now, so that's good. So we can work a name and then start building towards 65, and hopefully national might be by the end of the year. If we keep going at this rate. Still no trends? No. So that's it for this episode, guys. I hope you're looking forward to Hardcore Justice. I'm hoping to have a more in-depth video there where we'll go over the pay-per-view. We'll go through the title prestige, creative meeting, a lot of people see development and stuff like that, and just generally how we're doing financially, because we'll have obviously our pay-per-view buys in. We'll see where we keep losing money or where we made money last month. So thank you for tuning in, guys. This was episode 50. This is 21 Maxwell, and I'll speak to you again real soon. Bye bye.